Ayun, sa lahat ng mga followers, charot. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Annyeonghaseyo. Again, this is your Sir Gel. Okay, so I will be discussing about weed science, which is under crop protections, one of the important topics that we need to discuss because this will come out sa board examination. And then, to give you also a highlight for next year to those who are planning to take the board exam next year. Okay, so hopefully lahat naman kayo nga dito ngayon sa klase ko ay hindi na kayo mag-take next year kasi nga this year will get your license. Okay, and I declare it in Jesus name. So we have okay, so what we are going to do by next year, actually nagpe-prepare na po ako ng application, program application. Marunong po kasi ako gumawa ng application, ng mga apps. Marunong po ako niyan. So, I am preparing for the program application para by next year also, pwede na siyang magamit kahit sa apps lang. Yun, sa apps lang yung, yung question, tapos may rationale, tapos meron siyang parang it's like a school talaga. It's like a school. So, yun, for free po ba yun? Yes po, for free. Pero the premium should be access kasi nga binabayaran kasi yun sa Play Store or sa Apple. Yun. Pero, yun po, yun lang po. Class ang sasabihin ko to those who are willing to be, who are willing already preparing for the exams next year. So, there will be an applications na, yun, ipopromote ko sa YouTube channel ko soon. Ayan. Ayan. So, para mas easy, yan, convenient din sa mga students. And again, by next year also, I'll be discussing more about deeply on poultry and on animal science, okay? Specifically, siguro sa production and management, mas deep pa kasi gagamitin ko yung zootechnics ng veterinary kasi usually doon ang maraming lumalabas talaga sa board exam. And mas i-simplify ko pa yung animal nutrition tsaka animal breeding and genetics. Okay? Para mas madaling maintindihan. Sa ngayon, hindi pa masyadong ma-explain ni Sir kasi I covered the 6 subjects. No? Pero pag matagal-tagal na, madali na lang yan. Okay? So our discussion for tonight, I want you to take down notes. Okay? Alam nyo, some of the review center, they are already focusing on the Q&A. Hindi naman yun masama. Actually, hindi naman po masama. Actually, that's a good thing na they are focusing on their on the ultimate final coaching sa Q&A. Okay po yun, maganda po yun. And then after the questions, there will be an answers and then there will be a rationale. Pero mas maganda po kasi yan pag pag malapit na talaga exam, like 3 days na lang before the exam. So that is good. If that's good po pag 3 days before the exam kasi retain pa natin yung mga pinag-aralan natin. Tsaka yung mga na-acquire natin ng mga knowledge from the lecturers. Kasi pag sa sa Ultimate Final Coaching sa Q&A, it is the entire topic or the general topics po kasi sa loob ng isang subjects. So yun po ang maganda. Mas maganda siya for last minute review. Yun. So yun ang gagawin natin. So hindi tayo tutulad sa kanila na magkakaroon na ang Ultimate Final Coaching ay Q&A. So kaya nga si Sir nag-stick pa rin tayo sa topic kasi it's what we call scanning or reviewing. Kasi some of you hindi naman maganda yung turo ng ibang instructor or lecturer sa inyo when you were in college. So yung pinapabayaan lang kayo, minsan din yung iba, meron talagang sincere na nag-work or loyalty. Pero mas maganda talaga kung ulitin natin ulit kasi para na-retain. Sir, di ba na-explain mo na yun dati sa amin? Ngayon natandaan ko na hindi na siya mawala sa isipan ko. Ganon po yun. Parang si X na lang din. Hindi nawawala sa isipan. Ayun. So, our discussion for tonight will be crop protection and specifically with science. Sir, bakit tayo crop protection I supposed to be have our class on soil science? So, later on, after this, we will be having our soil science after our water break. Okay? Okay, let's start first with the weed science. Bakit tayo magsistart sa weed science? Kasi ito yung unang gawin natin before we proceed to the weed and crop competition. Yan. So, huwag kayong mag-alala because huwag kayong mag-alala kasi as you can see there, ang marijuana po isa sa weeds. Okay? Isa po siya din siya sa mga weeds. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala kasi hindi naman tayo magdi-discuss ng marijuana. Hindi ko naman ituturo sa inyo kung paano mag-plant ng marijuana, mag-grow ng marijuana. Hindi po. Hindi ako magtuturo sa inyo ng ganun. Okay? Kasi ang marijuana, it's medicinal use. Unless if they're going to make it into habit, so mangyayari ay magiging addicted sila sa marijuana. Okay? So now, let's proceed to the that we're going to discuss. We are definition of a weed, characteristics of a weed, and the classification of weeds. Yan po ang pag-uusapan natin for tonight's video. Okay? And let's start with letter A. So we have the definition of weed. Ano nga ba ang definition of weed? First and foremost, we know that the study of weeds and their control, okay, pag sinabing weed science, it is the study, pag sinabing weed science, guys, it is the study of weeds and their control. Ano yan? Study po siya ng damo at saka control, no? Mga control na control para hindi dumami ang damo. Yon. It is an offshoot of plant physiology having evolved from the study of plant growth, okay, and the regulator. So its main goal is formulation of most effective economical and satisfactory methods of controlling weeds. So in the weed science, no, hindi lang siya pinag-uusapan yung characteristics ng planta, ng weeds, yung paano siya tutubo, but also pinag-uusapan kung paano i-control ang mga weeds. Kasi naman ang dapat nating tandaan or dapat nating gawin. Para makontrol natin ang isang bagay, dapat alamin muna natin yung anatomical, physiological, and morphological characteristics niya and paano siya nabibehaves. Okay? So always remember that weeds has a variety of definition. No, some of the authors says that definition of weed is a plant growing where it is not wanted or unwanted. Okay, ganoon naman talaga mga weeds, no? Kahit mga hindi naman kailangan unwanted, doon din sila nag-grow. Okay? And then we have a weeds is a plant whose potentialities for harm far outweighs its potentialities for good. So ano siya? Harmful siya. Okay, it's an harmful weed para sa ibang plants, no? It's allelopathic siya type na allelopathic ang weed. And then number 3, a plant whose virtues have not been discovered or undiscovered, no? It's not necessary, no? And but then we need to know its characteristics para makapagawa tayo ng control, no? There are also some of the weeds na unwanted, tumubo lang siya nang hindi mo inaasahan. Okay? And then what are you going, there are also as an undiscovered type of weeds. Okay? So there are mga foreign weeds, no? May mga foreign weeds. Ano mga foreign weeds? Ito yung mga weeds na hindi siya common dun sa lugar mo. Kumbaga, galing siya sa ibang lugar, galing siya sa ibang, let's say, ibang barangay o ibang lugar, ganun. Tapos, dumating umabot sa inyo, hala, nakita ko man to doon, hindi man to dito, wala man to nagatubo dito na na weeds yon, mga foreign weeds. Yon. Okay. And then we have a plant or a weeds is a plant or plant part interfering with the objectives of men in a specific situation. Ano interfering, no? It is distracting the human activities of the plant, no? That is a weed. And lastly, that the weed is a misfit. Anong misfit, no? Hindi siya doon, hindi siya fitted doon. Like tayo when we were studying before elementary and high school, no? Pag hindi tayo fit sa kanila, like yung mga trend nila, hindi tayo fitted sa group nila. Ganon. So, hindi tayo kasama sa group nila. We are misfit. We are misfit. Ganon yun. That's the weed also. Ang weed is misfit. Ibig sabihin, hindi naman siya kailangan, baka siya tumutubo dyan ng pusa. So, that is a weed. So, madami siya. It has a variety of definition. Okay? And letter B, we will discuss also about the characteristics of a weed. So, first is that weed, okay, the characteristics of a weed is a unique, okay, it is a unique characteristics. Always remember that is a unique characteristic of a weed unique characteristics of a weed, okay? So it's excellent adaptation to disturbed environment. Okay, some of the weed are halos ang mga weed, even unfavorable conditions, they can survive, no? They can survive. And they are able to occupy the ecological spaces left open in those environment altered by man to his use. Ibig sabihin, kaya nilang i-occupy. Okay? Kaya nilang i-occupy yung mga spaces na hindi ginagamit ng tao na yun. Tapos yun, di ba, example, sa rice field, pagkatapos natin i-harvest, di ba, pabayaan lang natin muna para ma-decompose yung mga crops material or crop residues or no. So ano nangyari, no? Ito ngayon si weeds na nakikipag-compete, no, doon sa yun, nag-grow doon sa mga species of the soils na hindi ginagamit for human activities. Okay? And what is number one characteristics, no? Ang number one characteristics talaga ng wheat is that they have rapid vegetative growth. Ano ibig sabihin ng rapid vegetative growth? Ibig sabihin they are fast and numerous tiller production. Ibig sabihin madali o mabilis yung kanilang what? Mabilis silang dumami. Okay? Mabilis silang dumami. Tulad ng grasses, no, manifested by fast and numerous tiller production. Pero pag sa sedges, no, rapid tuber, kasi halos naman kasi sa mga sedges, tuber and shoots. Okay? Tuber and shoots formation and then broad leaves by faster stem elongation and branching. So mabilis ang production pag pinagsabi nating rapid vegetative growth. Okay? Mabilis ang production ng okay, sorry. So, nag-chat kasi si Doc. Yan. She will be supposed to teach animal breeding and genetics. Sabi ko sa kanya, ano na lang, kasi hindi daw siya confident. Oh. Sabi niya, ako na lang daw mag-discuss. Okay, so magbibigay na lang siya ng slides. So, ayun. So, ayan. Okay, so, nag-share din si Doc ng nag-share din siya ng mga reviewers, terminologies, yun, idadagdag natin yun para mababasa ninyo. And if you are watching this, hi Doc Kim, ayan, si Doc Kim po ay Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. Tapos yung asawa niya ngayon ay nanonood. Hi sir! Ayan, nanonood daw siya ng mga video ko sa YouTube. Ayan, so ayun, yun, they have rapid vegetative growth. Ibig sabihin, mabilis silang dumami, no? Lalo na sa grasses, sa grasses, di ba? Fast and numerous kasi some of the grasses are runners, stolons type, no, and offshoots. No, they are also what we call grasses. Okay, and then some of the sedges, no, some of the sedges are tubers, shoot formations. Okay, ganun po 'yon. So mabilis yung kanilang yung vegetative growth nila. And then number 2, they produce rapidly and mature early. Ano ibig sabihin? Yun na nga, madali silang dumami at madali lang din ang pagtanda nila at saka yung mabilis lang din sila magfruta or magfruits, no? Kung ikumpara natin sa main crop natin, no? Yun po ibig sabihin sa number 2, reproduce rapidly and mature early. It means that the reproduction can be asexual or sexual. So, the reproduction can be asexual or sexual. Example, okay? So, mabilis, there will be a rapid vegetative growth manifested by profuse tillering and or branching which contribute to numerous and seed production. Ibig sabihin, pag sabing reproduce and mature early, yun, madaling, kung ang ano tawag dyan, kung ang rice, no, it takes 3 months, no, to mature, pero ang, hindi man to mature, pero ang weeds, hindi abot ng month, mature na yun, no, as long, kasi nga, inaagaw niya yung nutrients sa main crops. At the same time, no, yun, nagiging competitor na siya ng main crop. Okay, ng main crop. And number 3 is, most weeds are very prolific. Pag sinabing prolific, they are abundant and produce abundant seeds. Ibig sabihin, pag prolific, very prolific, no, kaya mag-produce ng madaming seeds. No, it's either asexual or sexual. Okay? Pag prolific or produce abundant seeds, it's pag seeds ang gamit sa reproduction, that is sexual, no, sexual reproduction. Okay? So, yun, they are capable of producing seeds. Okay? So, very prolific. And number 4, weeds also, they have ability to survive. Yan. To survive and adapt to adverse conditions. Kahit ano pa klase, mag-change pa ang condition climate natin, they can still survive, no? Umulan, bumagyo, ayos lang. Yan. Basta't ikaw mahal ko, ayos lang. Charot. Ayan, so ganun ang weeds. Okay? Ang weeds po, it can survive, no, kahit ano pang klaseng kondisyon. Ayun. So, we have, next is number 5. Number 5, the propagules possess dormancy or can be induced to become dormant under unfavorable conditions. So ano ibig sabihin nito? The same din. Observe adverse conditions or unfavorable conditions. Ano ibig sabihin ng dormancy? It is the inability to produce or inability to grow. No? Inability, basta inability. Okay? Inability, that is dormancy. Propagules possess dormancies or can be induced to become dormant under unfavorable conditions. Kasi dormancy is one of mechanisms that enables the species to survive under unfavorable condition, no? Including control operations. Example, pag taglamig, no? Pag taglamig, may mga plants talaga na hindi nabubuhay pag taglamig, but they can preserve. They can preserve their seeds for long time. No, pag hindi na siya taglamig, pag summer na or 'yon, pag summer na or summer na siya, no? So may tendency na yung na-preserve na seeds na yon mabuhay siya. 'Di ba pansin niyo pag tag-ulan or yung pag tag-ulan, 'di ba? Malinis talaga yung pag taglamig wala talaga masyadong weeds, right? Ganon. Tapos pag summer, ayun, madami na. 'Yun. Meron din pag masyadong mainit, namamatay. Oh, namatay na pala sa init pero mga ilang araw pa ilang buwan na nag-iba na naman ang season. So, bumabalik yung mga weeds because they can preserve their own seeds for long time. Oh, para din po silang recalcitrant and orthodox. Ganon. Recalcitrant and orthodox. Okay? And we have number 6. We have adapted to crop competition. Ito talaga yung pinaka main characteristics ng weed kasi it is competing, no, to the crops. Okay, have proper synchronized germination, rapid establishment and growth of seedlings, and quick response to available moisture and nutrients. So madali niya kinukuha niya yung moisture content and then yung nutrients, nag-aagaw siya ng nutrients doon sa plants or sa crops. So that is the characteristics of the weeds. What are you going to familiarize here? Number 1, rapid vegetative growth, madali silang dumami. Number 2, madaling dumami at the same time madali din siyang mag-matured. Number 3, abundant seeds, no? Kaya nilang mag-produce ng madaming seeds. And then number 4, in a short period of time yon. And number 4 is that kaya nilang mag-survive even that the conditions or the climate or the seasons is being changes. Okay, and then number 5, they can possess dormancies, no, even in unfavorable conditions. No, they can store their own seeds when there is unfavorable conditions. When the conditions are already favorable, so magkakaroon na ng germination. And then number 6 is that adapted to crop protection. That's the very highlight here that the weeds is competing to crops. Okay. Next is the characteristics of weeds. Okay, so we have 2 types, or generally they are common weeds and then noxious weeds. When you talk about common weeds, ito yung mga weeds that are more or less found in every farm, no? Laging nakikita sa farm yan. Yung always na nakikita mo, common nakikita mo sa farm, not exceptionally injurious. Hindi sila injurious, no? Hindi sila injurious type na weeds, okay? Not injurious injurious, not injurious, okay? Not exceptionally injurious and are readily controlled by good farming practices. Ito ay nakakontrol ng good farming practices. Okay? It's either physical, cultural control, no? Depende sa control na gagamitin mo to prevent weeds. Okay? And we have noxious weeds. Okay, noxious weeds, ito yung mga weeds that are particularly undesirable. So, ito yung mga weeds na undesirable, no? Ayaw natin, unwanted na mga because of their certain undesirable characteristics. Like, the presence of an extensive perennial underground system which enable to resist the most determined effort to control. Bakit mga noxious weeds are undesirable? No, ito yung mga weeds na ayaw natin. For example, nagka-crop tayo, nagpatatubo tayo ng talon, tapos biglang may tumubo na mga weeds, no? Mga undesirable po yun. Mga ayaw natin. And some of them are injurious. Okay? Some of them are injurious and allelopathic to other plants or to your main crop. Okay? And there are in the classification of weeds, di ba, meron tayong classification of plants, of crops, di ba? Sa weeds din, meron tayong classification of weeds, no? Number 1 is based on outward appearance or gross morphological. So, outward appearance and or gross morphological. Okay? First is the grasses, sedges, and then the broadleaves. Ang grasses, okay, always remember that, thank you. Yan, grasses, always remember that the stems are called culms. Okay? So, kasi yung grasses kasi yung stem nila ay rounded. So, rounded yung stem nila. Tapos, visible yung nodes tsaka internodes. Okay? Visible yung nodes tsaka internodes nila. No, sa grasses. Yun ang kanilang stem, bilog. It's rounded type. Okay? And always remember, pag grasses, they are under the family Graminae or Poaceae. Okay, so which are, some of the grasses are ranging from small, may twisted, may maliit, may twisted na twisted type na grasses, may erect, and or creeping annuals and perennials. So later on, we will discuss about those characteristics. Creeping, twinning, yung ganun. Discuss natin yan about the weeds. And then, pag the same lang pa rin ang grasses, no? Si grasses at saka sa sedges, when it comes to leaves, they are the same, no? Parang parallel lang din siya. Ayan, they are the same, like parallel. Okay? Leaves arise alternately in 2 rows from the node. So it also, ang grasses po, meron din siyang leaf blades at saka leaf sheath. Okay? May leaf sheath siya or leaf blade. Okay? And then we have sedges. Sedges is a members of family Cyperaceae and has a narrow elongated leaves. On dito sa grasses is not arrow elongated leaves. Parang it's like meron pa talaga siyang spaces, no? And then while sedges po, ang stem po nila is triangular. Okay? Ang stem po is triangular. That's how you're going to identify. Triangular. Ayan. Triangular po ang stem nila. Okay? Sa sedges. Okay? Sa sedges po, triangular po ang shape ng stem. Okay? And then, ang kanilang leaves, the same lang pa rin sa grasses. However, narrow or maliit lang siya. Hindi siya masyadong open wide. No, narrow po, ganyan. Parallel pala yung kanyang veins. Yun. So, that is the sedges. Okay? Huwag kalimutan. And then, pagdating naman sa broad leaves, yun. Pag broad leaves, ibig sabihin wider ang leaves. Wider ang leaves. Yan. Wider ang leaves. Example here sa marijuana, this one is a broad leaf. Okay? And then, mayroon siyang mga venation. Okay? Venation or knitted venation. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Yung ganyan. Meron siyang ganyan. Di ba? Mga leaf vein yan, tawag. Di ba? So, anong venation? Yung may mga ugat-ugat sa plants, ganyan. Ang tawag po dyan ay netted venation. Kasi parang net siya ang forma. Right? Mga netted venation po yan. Yan po ay mga leaf vein na daanan po ng mga water minerals and then food. Okay? Yan po ay mga also known as vascular bundles, mga leaf veins or netted veins sa broad leaves. Yan pinagkaiba. Okay? So, sa grasses, kailangan rounded ang stem. That's how you're going to identify it. And sedges is triangular ang stem. Broad leaves is broad or wider ang ang leaves niya, and then meron siyang netted venation. Okay? So, wag kalimutan yan. And number 2, based on maturity period or life cycle ng weeds, meron tayong annual. Ano yung annual? Lagi na lang natin ito dinidiscuss, even in crop science. No, annual, ibig sabihin within the year. Ibig sabihin, kaya niya mag-produce within 1 cycle in a year. So, ibig sabihin, ang cycle niya within the year. Okay? Kaya niyang kaya niya mabuhay within the year and then mag-cycle siya and then mag-produce na naman another one within the year. Ang perennial naman, over the year. Over the year. Lampas ng 1 taon. Ganun po yun ha, ibig sabihin. Pag annual, within the year, within 1 year. Pag sabi naman natin, perennial, over the year. O sobra sa 1 taon. Yun. That is the maturity period of life or life cycle ng grasses. Nagets ninyo? Sir, review to. Kasi meron ito sa UPLB. Meron itong UPLB booklet. May mga tanong na ganito, right? So, hopefully, nagsasagot na kayo sa UPLB booklet ninyo ngayon ng crop protection. Okay? And then we have number 3, based on manner of reproduction. So, based on manner of reproduction, we have sexual. Pag topping sexual, it means na mabubuhay, nagpo-produce ng propagation niya is through seedlings. Okay? Pag asexual naman, through artificial, we have rhizome. Saan ba yung rhizomes? It is underground. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung kanyang production ng grasses is sa baba. Tulad ng luya. Okay? So, that is rhizome. Sa baba po ng, or below, or underground. Sorry, underground. Pag stolon naman, that is above the ground. If this is the ground here, this is the weeds here. Okay, so, ibig sabihin stolon, ganyan. Okay, stolon or runner, pwede din yan. Kasi, there are some of the weeds also na runner siya. Example is, Bermuda grass, yun, runner din po yun siya. Okay, example po ng rhizome, example ng weeds po is Bermuda grass. Ay, di. Sorry. Imperata cylindrica, cogon. Yun, cogon is an example of a rhizome of reproduction. Ay, thank you lang. So na, dates? Kimitan tayo sa dates? Thank you lang. Okay, so we have tuber also. Pag tuber, okay, pag tuber, ibig sabihin meron siyang example, it is also still underground. Underground pa rin po siya, tuber. So, underground pa rin siya. So, you have tuber here and then we have the grass here. Example po ng tuber is the Cyperus rotundus. Okay, or the nut or the nut sedges or the purple nut sedges. Yun, example po yun ng tuber. Okay, and then we have also offshoot. Always remember, pag offshoot ang pinag-usapan, I always telling this to you guys, pag offshoot, that is only for aquatic plants. Okay, aquatic plants. Okay, example po niyan is yung water hyacinth. Can you remember water hyacinth? That is under the top 10 World War weeds. And by the way, okay, wait lang, offshoot muna tayo. Offshoot, ibig sabihin sa water yan. Example, if this is the water here, and then we have the water lily here, ganan. So, si offshoot ay nasa above the water yan siya. It's above the water or the surface of the water. Okay, so, yan po ay offshoot. Meron din po yan sa crop science. That is a manner under stem modification. Okay, stem or the propagation din po yan. Propagation under stem modification. Actually, pinag-usapan na natin yan nung part 1. So, if you did not watch it yet, charot, nagpo-promote ako. Sorry guys, if you did not watch it yet, the video, you can go back to the playlist and then look or search for the Crop Science Ultimate Final Coaching Part 1. Okay, so andun po kasi yun yung discussion na to. Okay, it talks about the morphological characteristics of the plants. Okay, so always remember, these are the manner of reproduction. Okay, so another thing is that, di ba, pinamemorize ko kayo ng top 10 World War weeds, and then including the common names, and then the other names, di ba? English name, scientific name, and then the common name. Okay, di ba? Meron yung mga pulang puwet, mga ganon. So, okay, so can I ask AJ, are you still there? Hopefully, di ba may notes ka nun, Jay? Kaya kompleto talaga.
Ano yun, sir?
Top 10 World War weeds, yung pinamemorize ko sa inyo dati.
Yes, sir.
Can you share it sa sa Ultimate Final Coaching na GC para makita din ng iba?
Okay, sir.
Apo. Including yung mga example, mga pulang puwet kasi lumalabas yun sa exam. Those are mga common names under Filipino, parang colloquial terms. Okay? So, yung mga sabong-sabungan. Thank you very much, Valbuena. Tapos yung mga musa, ano pa ba? Yun. Importante yun, yung mga kogon. So, yun po ay, di natin alam na lalabas yun. Pero last year, ang lumabas po ay scientific name. Ano yung scientific name ng Emperata ng kogon? Okay?
Echinocloa colonna.
Ano scientific name ng kogon? Emperata cylindrica. Tapos ang lumabas din sa board exam kung ano yung scientific name ng pulang puwet. So, yang pong mga tanong na yan ay nasa top 10 World War weeds po yan. Last year, diniscuss ko din po yan sa mga estudyante ko. Kaya masaya sila kasi kasi lumabas yun sa exam. Hindi sila nagsisi na minemorize nila. Hindi talaga kayo magsisisi, guys. Pag i-memorize nyo yung top 10 World War weeds, tapos na-characterize, na-identify yung characteristics nila, kung sedges, grasses ba sila, no, madali nyo lang yung sagutan sa board exam. Kasi yan ang laging lumalabas sa weed science. Okay? Wag po ninyong kalimutan yan. Yan. Oh, ayan, may 1 point na naman kayo. Ayan. So next is we have based on habit of stem growth. Okay, so this one tayo. Based on habit of stem growth. Kasi meron kasing mga mga tawag ba dyan? Merong mga habit ng mga weeds na magkaiba-iba ang forma ng kanilang paglaki, right? Iba yung forma ng stem growth nila. Example, this one, erect. Pag erect, ibig sabihin ganyan. Tapos if that is the ground, the soil in the soil surface here. Tapos pang erect, patayo lang talaga lahat. Like patayo lang. Okay, it's patayo. Example dyan is yung purple nutsedge or the Cyperus rotundus. Di ba, patayo lang siya. Karamihan po ng mga erected type na na weeds are sedges. Yun, sedges po. And then we have decumbent. Okay, decumbent po, ibig sabihin po niyan ay ganito. Ganyan siya, this is the soil surface, tapos pag ganito siya. Ganyan siya, tapos pababa siya sa soil, tapos yung end niya is erected. Sorry, yung parang yan. Ganyan. So parang ganyan siya. Okay, so ganyan ang mali ata. Wait lang. Tama na. Ay, di, mali. Sorry. Kasi dapat nasa ground pa rin siya. Sorry, mali yung drawing. Sorry, mali yung drawing. So ganito, dapat nasa ground pa rin yung roots pala. Ganito, ganyan. Tapos patayo, ganyan. 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 Ganyan yung drawing niya. Yung parang nasa ground pa. Example, yung squash. Di ba yung squash, ground, tapos pag ganito siya, di ba nasa ground siya, tapos yung dulo niya is pag ganito. Parang patayo, ganun. Ayun, towards the ganyan. So that is decumbent. Okay, pag prostate, ito na yung prostate na pag ganito. Pag ganyan siya, tapos biglang bababa, papunta sa soil, ganyan na siya diretso. Okay, pag ganyan. That is prostate. Okay. Yan. Example ng prostate is jungle rice. Yan, jungle rice or pulang puwet. Example ng prostate. Okay, ang example naman din ng decumbent is goose grass. Meron yan nakita niyo yung goose grass, yung barn grass. And then we have the ascending. Okay, ascending naman, ito yung type ng plants na ganito. Okay, ascending. Talagang may pa sila may pa Pag sinabing ascending, karamihan sa mga ascending are grasses. Okay, kasi ganito, example, ito soil surface, tapos ugat-ugat yan dyan, ganyan. Sa isang plant, ganito siya, ganyan, tapos ganyan, marami siyang branches, ganyan. So that is, marami siyang stem, blah, 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 ganyan. So that is ascending. Okay, ascending. And we have also creeping. Yan. We also have creeping. So, ano nga ba ang creeping? Okay, ang creeping po ay, excuse me, sorry. Okay, ang creeping ay yung parang sa Bermuda grass. Okay. Wait lang. Ano daw? Okay. Okay. So, ang creeping ay yung tulad sa mga Bermuda grass. Okay. Sample yun. Rhizome also. Yun, sa rhizome. Sample ng creeping. Bermuda grass nga. Yung sa taas. Tapos, andyan lang siya talaga. Diretso-diretso lang siya. Diretso-diretso lang. Runners. Ayan, runners. Yan. Ito magkaiba. Pataas siya. Ganon yung dulo. Ito hindi. Diretso-diretso lang. Okay? That is creeping. Yung twinning naman, ito yung kailangan ng twinning. Yung kailangan ng niya, kailangan siyang may mag-guide sa kanya. Tama ba? Twinning. Okay, yun. Yung mag-guide sa kanya, they are veins, no? They are type, mga legumes, madaming ganyan, legumes. No? Yung kailangan meron siyang support. Okay? Karamihan dito ay mga veins. Ang bango talaga ng kaping barako. Coffee excelsa. Okay, so yan ay The characteristics of weeds that is based on habit of stem growth. Okay, always remember that. And we have also another characteristics of a weed that is based on habitat or place for preferred growth. Okay? So ano ibig sabihin yan? No? Pag wetland, there are also weeds na nabubuhay sa moist. Okay? Nabubuhay sa moist or nabubuhay sa lowland. Yon, lowland para ang term bagay dito. Lowland. Yan, nabubuhay sa lowland or moist. Example, yung water lettuce, yung mga hyacinth, they are wetland weed. Okay? And we have dryland weed. Dryland weed naman, ito yung mga weeds na nabubuhay sa upland. Yan. Upland. Okay? Or sa mga drier soil. Example, Bermuda grass, yon. Sample po yan. O, ano pa mga grass? Okay? Kasi yung actually po yung Cyperus rotundus, sa rice field po siya, minsan nakikita siya sa wetland po. Nasa wetland siya minsan. Kailangan siya ng medyo may moist. Opo. Yun, alos, common nakikita ko talaga na Cyperus rotundus, nasa rice field na malapit sa tubig. Yun, parang katulad lang din siya sa barnyard grass. Ganon. Ayun. So, nagets na ninyo? Coffee tayo. Masarap kasi Nagets ninyo guys? Masarap talaga siya pag walang sugar. Oo, mahilig po ako magkape ng walang sugar. Mas effective siya pag walang sugar. Pag masyado mabilis lang si sir, repeat lang tayo sa sa video. Okay?
Go lang sir, sakto lang.
Sakto lang. Sakto lang. Okay, next is the characteristics of a weed. Kaya binibilisan ni sir kasi meron pa tayong soil science. Okay, based on the inflorescence or floral structures of the plant. Okay, the weeds is growth also based on the inflorescence or floral structure. Ang inflorescence, yung parang parang saan siya mag-flower, yun, magpa-flower. So we have digitate. Pag sabing digitate, okay, always remember pala, bago tayo magsimula sa types of inflorescence or flower structure of the plant, always remember that ang inflorescence na minimin dito, that is what we call a panicle to a weeds. Okay? Part po ng weeds ay panicle. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng inflorescence dito. Kahit sa sa rice, di ba ganyan, rice. Tapos merong panicle kung saan yung mga prutas-prutas, yung mga mga butil-butil. Ang tawag po sa panicle na yan ay inflorescence. Okay? Inflorescence po ang panicle na minimin dyan. Okay? Okay, so let's start with the digitate. Okay, digitate is a compound structure whose members arise and diverge from the same point, like the fingers of the hand. Example po is that, example na to, ito yung example niyan. Itong tawag dito, marijuana. Yan. Tingnan natin, hanap tayo ng picture for that. Kasi bago pa siya sa pandinig ninyo. Digitate inflorescence. Okay. For example, itong ganito po siya. Yung dulo niya ay parang may 5 fingers. Insert ni sir muna ha. Ayan. Yan yung dulo niya. So that is digitate. Okay? Yan po ay digitate. Yung dulo niya, merong parang 5 fingers. Yan. Yan po ay digitate. Actually, marami pa yan eh. Hindi pa tayo ng sample. Erected siya. Ang meaning niya is erect. No? Erect siya. And then sa dulo, merong 5 na parang like the fingers of the hand. Yun, like the fingers of the hand. Nakita niyo na ba yan sa personal?
Yes, sir, meron ako nakitang ganyan ano.
Meron yan eh. Siyempre, nag-ano tayo, nag-field tayo eh.
Hmm.
And then, we have also the raceme. Si raceme naman, raceme, may. Example po niyan is yung orchid. Example po niyan is yung orchid. Okay, raceme is more of less conical inflorescence with flowers arising laterally from a common axis. Okay, so example, tignan natin ng example. Okay, cone-like, no? Cone-like. Sorry. Yan. Ito ang raceme. Yan. Sa dulo niya, andyan yung mga flower. Okay, dyan yung sa inflorescence niya, ito yung cone-like, tapos ito yung inflorescence niya, tapos andyan yung mga floral. Andyan din yung seeds. So yan is the raceme. Raceme is more or less a conical inflorescence with flowers. No, with flowers yan. With flowers siya, arising laterally from a common axis. So this is a common axis that is rising literally, derecho. Okay, and next we have umbel. Okay, we have the umbel. The umbel inflorescence. Okay, the umbel inflorescence is an inflorescence in which a number of divergent flowers arise from the same point. Example is ito. Santan, yon. Example for santan. Ito. Kita natin. Okay, yan. Yan ang example ng umbel. Yan. That's an umbel. Para siyang, yan. Ayan. Sa santan, meron din ganyan, di ba? Sa santan. Yung flower niya nasa ano. So, magkaiba sila. Ito yung digitatives. Magkaiba sila. Okay. Tries na natin yung ano. Ito yung digitate. Okay. Ito yung raceme. Ito yung umbel. Okay. Si umbel is a fluorescence in which a number of divergent flowers arise from the same point. So this is the same point arising here. Sa isang point lang sila. This one is a conical and then the inflorescence is lateral to its axis. Kaya meron din siyang flowers sa inflorescence. Ang digitate naman, diretso siya and then it's like a finger hand-like. Ang kanyang dulo. Okay, so that is ayan, digitate, raceme, and umbel. Always remember, ang lahat ng ito ay tinatawag na panicle. Fluorescence is, the other name of fluorescence is panicle. Panicle of the weed. Yan. Okay, so yun. Naintindihan niyo ba? Hopefully,
Yes, sir.
naintindihan niyo. Very good. Naintindihan ninyo. Yes, pwede po kayo mag-coffee. Yan. Sorry, coffee si sir kasi medyo wala tayong tulog. Coffee is live? Okay. Sarap talaga pag mapait. And then we have crop and weed competition. Ito na. Crop and weed competition. First, we are going to discuss about the seed germination, seedling growth and development, and then itong allelopathy, lumalabas ito sa board exam. Allelopathy, dormancy, tsaka methods and techniques in weed management. Actually, itong mga i-discuss ko sa inyo, lumabas na, diniscuss ko na dito sa crop science dati. Parang nandun na tayo, parang sa crop science lang din tayo guys, ganun. Edaphic and edaphic factors and ano yung nakalimutan ko na? Biotic and abiotic factors. Ganun. So, we have here, okay, let's start with the seed germination. Okay, always remember, a germination, it is refers to the resumption of growth. Resumption of growth of the embryo in the seed of the young plantlet in the tuber bulb or rhizome. It marks the beginning of the battle for the survival of the weed. So germination, yung germinate, buhay na. Resumption na mag-grow na siya ang embryo. Okay, that is germination. Resumption. Pero pag natubo na siya, buhay na siya, no, yan na talaga yung time na the battle of survival of the fetus. Kasi nga, yun, maglalaban na si weeds siya si crops. Okay? So, there are steps in germination. Bakit ko siya in-include? Kasi may word kasi na imbibition. So, imbibition baka lumabas sa exam, tsaka emergence of root. Yun. So, let's start first, imbibition. Pag sinabing imbibition, ito yung absorption. Okay. Absorption po yan ng absorption of water. Absorption of water. Absorption po yan siya ng water that is accompanied by swelling. Okay? By swelling. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung seeds dyan, yun. Yung seeds dyan, ina-absorb nyo yung water. No, ano meron sa water? Ano meron sa water? Hindi siya literal na soil water. It is a solution. Yun, it's a solution that has a inorganic and organic minerals. Inorganic and organic matter. Okay, so that is imbibition. Imbibi, hi bibi, habibi, charot. Okay, so we have period of rapid metabolic activity. Pag sinabing period of rapid metabolic activity, ito yung cell division and cell elongation proceed at a fast rate supported by a rapid synthesis of materials. The end result is the prospective growth of embryo. So, ibig sabihin sa period of rapid metabolic activity, there is what? Growth of embryo. Meron ng pagtubo ng embryo. Growth of the embryo. Ay, by the way, ano pala, Erica Joy, hindi ko pala nasagot yung tanong mo doon, binigay mo na question. Lumabas pa naman yun sa board exam. Pwede mo yun i-share sa GC, tapos doon ko na lang sagutin. Bigay ko na lang ng rationale. Yun, doon ko na lang sagutin, ha? Kasi lumabas yun last year sa exam kaya natanong ko siya kung saan galing yung mga tanong nila. Naalala ko pa, saan ko ba yan siya nakita na question na yan? Na inaalala ko pa lahat. And then we have emergence of root. Okay, ano yung emergence of root? Ito yung under field conditions, the radical or root-like structure break through the seeds and growth into the soil. So pag emergence of root, meron ng root. Yon, meron ng root structure. Okay, may root structure na. Ano na nangyari ngayon? Nabe-break na yung seeds kasi nga nagpo-produce na siya ng root structure. Number 4, emergence of the shoot. Ano yung emergence of the shoot? Okay, so meron tayong dalawang klaseng emergence of the shoot, which is pinag-usapan na nating hypogyal, and then epigyal. Yeah, epigyal or epigyal, ewan ko paano i-pronounce yan. Yan. Okay, pag sinabing hypogyal, ibig sabihin, i-drawing ko na lang ha, pag sinabing hypogyal, meaning, yung cotyledons or yung seed ay naiiwan sa baba. Tapos, yung stem na sa taas. Merong ganyan, di ba? Tapos yung yan ang roots yan. May ganyan Yung naiiwan sa baba, tulad ng coconut, naiiwan sa baba yan. Tapos yung iba na sa taas na yung stem. Pag epigyal naman, from the words of ipe, hypo, ibig sabihin sa baba ang seed. Okay? Or ang cotyledon. Pag epigyal, from the word epi, ibig sabihin sa taas. So, above the ground. Ibig sabihin, yung seed nasasama sa taas. No? Diyan siya nabibiak, nababreaken sa taas. Example, yung mga lansones, peanut, yun. Epigyal yun sila. Tapos, nandun yung stem. Okay, naintindihan ninyo yung ibig sabihin ng hypogyal at saka epigyal. Yan po ay two type of emergence ng ng weeds. Yun, very good. Parang inulit lang natin. And then we have period of independent growth. Yung period of independent growth, kaya niya nang magsarili. Yun, kaya niya nang magsarili, no? Ibig sabihin, nasa vegetative, hindi na siya vegetative stage, nasa matured stage na siya, which it can produce its own fruit and seedlings. Yan. Next, letter B. Okay, so this one is the seedling growth and development. Kasi the seedling stage is the most important stage in weed establishment. Ano ang pinaka-importante sa weed establishment is the seedling stage. Seedling stage, ang pinaka-importante. Like nyo, take note nyo daw, take note nyo, ang pinaka-importante sa weed establishment or sa stages ng weed establishment is the seedling stage. Okay? Kasi it is the most sensitive stage to the environmental influences. Kasi siya ang pinaka-sensitive stage. Okay? Sandali lang guys ha. Sandali lang talaga. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's continue. Yan, may importante lang na intermission number. Yan, sorry. Okay, so let's continue. We have seedling growth. Okay, ulitin ko. Yung seedling ng weeds, yan po ay pinaka-importante na stages kasi bakit siya importante na stages sa weeds, no? Kasi yan po yung pinaka-sensitive na stage sa environmental influences. Okay? So that's why importante siya. Okay, na stage. Okay, so next is you have the factors. So these are the factors that affecting the seedling growth and development of the weeds. First is the soil factors. Okay? Soil factors. Okay, bakit? Kasi inaano niya kasi yung nutrient level at saka salinity, yung ang alat yan. Salinity. Okay? So pag nutrient level, the seedling stage is what? The seedling stage is characterized by rapid metabolic activity. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Mabilis ang pag-produce ng seedlings. Kasi nga, nutrient yun eh. Nutrient yun. Yun ang gustong-gusto ng weeds. Ibig sabihin, mabilis, rapid ang production ng seedlings. Okay? Okay, most weeds are more efficient than the crops in drawing nutrients from the soil. Yun, nagkukuha sila, nagiging allelopathic sila or nagig-compete sila sa mga crops. As salinity naman, pag salination of the areas near seashore appear to favor weeds than crops. Mas favorable siya sa weeds pag salinity. Ibig sabihin, ang mga weeds gustong-gusto din ng salin. Okay? Mas favorable ang weeds sa salinity kung ikumpara sa mga crops doon. Okay, so mga areas that are near seashore appear to favor weeds than crops. Mas madami pa rin rapidly growing and development sa weeds pag salinity. Okay, aside sa nutrient, so sa salinity din. Next is the light. Okay, actually there are some lights at there are some grasses na shading, sensitive to shading. There are some grasses na sensitive to shading. Ibig sabihin ng sensitive to shading, sir. Ibig sabihin, pag na-shaded sila or na-covered sila ng trees or something gano'n, hindi sila natamaan ng light, may possible na malanta, mamatay yung mga weeds. Yun. And there are, yes, kasi karamihan sa mga weeds are sun-loving. Yan, they are sun-loving. Okay, yun. That's why it also affect the lights. The factors also, light. And number 3 is adaption. Example po ng ng mga sensitive sa shaded is yung Cynodon dactylon, yon, Cynodon dactylon, Imperata cylindrica, yon, Piscia stratiotes, and then we have Cyperus rotundus. Yon, yan ang mga tawag diyan. Sensitive, no? Sensitive sila sa shading. Okay? So, pag number 3, adaptation to growing conditions, it is the ability, no, of the weeds to adapt adverse condition and responsible for the rapid spread and wide distribution of the weeds. Okay? So, yun. They are susceptible, no, kahit saang kahit anong kasing conditions, no, they can still survive. And number 4, competitive power of the weed. Ano yung competitive power of the weed? Okay? So example, competitive power of the weed is that the most weeds derive from the competitive power from their rapid development, no? And then we have number 1, rapid root growth and development. Competitive power of the weed. So mabilis yung pagdami at pagdami at pag-develop ng roots. Okay? And then, nagkakaroon din rapid leaf production. Pati yung kanilang leaves, mabilis din dumami. Yun, mabilis din dumami yung kanilang leaves. Okay? And then, mabilis din magkaroon there will be a multiple shoot development. Yun. Mabilis din dumami, no, ang kanilang shoots. So, yun. That is, actually, this type of yung competitive power of the weed, the best example for that is Imperata cylindrica. Yon, Imperata cylindrica. The best example for that. Okay, always remember that the seedling stage is the seedling stage of the weeds. Tandaan, ha? The seedling stage is the weeds. The seedling stage is the most competitive stage, being characterized by a high demand for soil nutrients. The seedling stage. Yan ang stage ng weeds na grabe yung atake sa nutrients, no? Talagang mag-aagaw talaga siya. There is a greater imbibition. Yon. Greater imbibition. No? Talagang hatak sila ng nutrients from the other crops. Okay? Okay. Next is letter C, allelopathy. From the word itself, allelo. Okay, allelo or allelon meaning each other. Yan. Meaning each other. And pati naman, or also known as patos, meaning suffer. Okay, each other suffer. Yun. Each other suffer. Suffer each other. Yon. Each other suffer each other. Charot. Yon. That is allelopathy. Bakit? Allelopathy is actually producing a chemical some of the explanations, no, define siya that allelopathy is producing a chemical that can kill other crops. Yon. Okay? So, the allelopathy, it means it is detrimental. No? Detrimental siya and unbeneficial siya sa plants. Okay? So, who is known as the father of allelopathy? Okay, the father of allelopathy is H. Mollisch. Okay? H. Mollisch. H. Mollisch in 1937 ay considered siya as father of allelopathy kasi marami siyang contribution at saka ang una niyang na-observe, discover ang allelopathy sa rice. Sa rice niya unang na-discover yan. Consider siya as father of allelopathy dahil sa observation niya sa rice. Okay? Una niya na-observe yan sa rice. That was in 1984. Okay? Father of allelopathy, H. Mollisch. Okay, so there are classification of allelopathic substances. Okay, makinig mabuti. Baka mag-jot down notes dyan, makinig muna kay sir. Pag sinabing classification of allelopathic substance, they are antibiotic, marasmin, phytoncide, and then choline. Okay, so we have antibiotic meaning the substance of the allelopathic is produced by a microorganism. Microorganism and effective siya against another microorganism. So, microorganism to microorganism, that is antibiotic. Okay? Microorganism to microorganism, antibiotic. Okay? It is a substance, no? Substance that produced by allelopathic or allelopathic substances na fight siya ng microorganisms contrast sa microorganisms. Parang ano siya, predator or biological control, ganon. And we have marasmin, okay? Marasmin, it is a substance produced by allelopathy that is microorganism, okay? Microorganism and toxic, no? Toxic siya. Toxic microorganism against, no? Against the higher plants. Okay? Microorganism is toxic against higher plants. Okay. Microorganism toxic against higher plants. Okay. And we have phytoncide. Okay. Phytoncide is also a substance that produced by a higher plant. Okay. Produce a substance that produced by a higher plant and effective against a microorganisms. No? Infected siya or effective siya against microorganism. Baliktaran. Here ang marasmin, microorganisms toxic to higher plants. Phytoncide, allelopathic, the substances produced by higher plants that is against a microorganism. Pag choline naman or choline, okay, so that is a substance that produced by allelopathy by higher plants, okay, by higher plants and effective against higher plants. Okay? Ulitin ko, okay? Classification of allelopathic substances, we know that allelopathy, it is the one that fighting against other crops. Okay, so this is actually new to you. Diba guys, ang classification of allelopathic substance. Number 1, antibiotic. Ibig sabihin, microorganism fight against microorganism. Marasmin naman, it is a microorganism that producing toxicity for the higher, against higher plants. Yon. And then number 3, phytoncide. Ibig sabihin, it is the allelopathic substances that producing the higher plants, in the higher plants, no, against the microorganism. And then number 4 is the choline, which is the higher plants, no, producing, which is the allelopathy is producing substances produced by a higher plants against higher plants. Oh, yun na. So, madali na siyang maintindihan. Okay? Yan. Nagets ninyo? Ne, agetsumnida. Very good. You understand. Agetsumnika. Ne, agetsumnida. Magaling na si Sir mag-Korean. Maling na ako mag-Hangul. Yan. Okay. Shara sa'yo. Very good, everyone. Okay, about this. And then, let's start with another is the dormancy. Okay, dormancy. Okay, dormancy, it is a mechanism of, dormancy, pag sabing dormancy, inability of the seed. Okay, ito yung inability. Laging tandaan, pag dormancy, inability, guys, lumalabas ito sa board exam. 100% lumalabas sa board exam to. Yan, si dormancy sa germination, lumalabas yan siya. Always lang ninyo ilagay sa isipan, inability or hindi niya kayang mag-produce ng vegetative propagule. No? Inability of the seed to produce. No? Of the seed to produce vegetative propagule. Okay? To germinate under favorable conditions. Okay? It can be acquired as the seed or organ develops or matures. So that is dormancy. Okay, number 1, we have mechanism of dormancy. We have physical. Okay, we have physical and physiological. Ayan. Physiological. Physical and physiological. Pag sabing physical, this involves the impermeability. Oh, impermeability. Ano nga bang impermeability? Diniscuss na natin yan. Anong impermeability?
Sir?
Ha?
Si Eric ata may tanong.
Ha?
Eric ba, Jay? Si Eric Jay ba nagtaas na kami? Nagtaas na kami, sir eh.
Ha?
May nag-raise ang hands dito kanina.
Sino?
Ano ko si Eric Jay ba? Alam.
Sino? Ano ang ibig sabihin ng impermeability? Diniscuss na natin yan. Anong impermeability?
Cannot penetrate.
Correct. It is a material that cannot be penetrate, no? Cannot be penetrate by water or other liquid. Yon, cannot be penetrate by water or liquid. Yan po ang dahilan kaya nagkakaroon ng dormancy. Meaning the seed, hindi siya napapasukan ng water or the nutrients. Kasi nga, its impermeability cannot be penetrate. Yon. Gets na from the word itself, not, permeability, penetrate. So, cannot penetrate. Charot. Parang slash, ganun. So, meaning not, permeability, penetrate. Cannot be penetrate by the water. Yun. Cannot be penetrate by the water and oxygen kaya nagkakaroon ng barriers sa germination ng seed. Okay? So, that is the mechanism of dormancy under physical. Pag physiological naman, ibig sabihin ay can be accounted to immaturity of the embryo. Immaturity. Maybe the embryo is immatured, hindi pa siya enough, no? Hindi pa siya enough to produce vegetative propagule. Okay? So, that is physiological immaturity. Okay? And next is ways of breaking dormancies. Actually, there are ways of breaking dormancies, but this one will not come out sa board exam kasi wala naman siyang questions related to this. Because ang ano lang naman natin talaga sa weeds is yung characteristics niya at saka characteristics and how to prevent weeds. Yun, prevent control. So, dinama ko na lang siya because there are about 10 ways of breaking dormancy. So, ano ko na lang siguro, isend ko na lang siya sa GC para mas, ano lang siya, yung parang, parang 10 commandments, parang ganun. Hindi naman siya masyadong need talaga na, discuss. Okay? So, that is dormancy. Okay, naintindihan ninyo ang weed science? Yan lang yung kailangan natin i-discuss sa weed science. Okay? So, ano ang sabi ni Sir? Inulit-ulit ni Sir? Ano nga ba ang laging sinasabi ni Sir? Kailangan ninyong, kailangan nyo ano ba yun? Nakalimutan ko na yung term. Kailangan ninyo mag-memorize ng top 10 world worst weeds. Isi-send na yan ni AJ ngayon. Okay. So, I will give you 30 minutes. Pwede pa tayo mag-break muna for 30 minutes. Balik tayo ng 10:30. Can we go back? Kasi 9:59 na, sakto. Okay, magbibigay ako ng panibagong link for soil science. Okay? Balik tayo ng around 10:30. Wala pong matutulog ha. Ayan. Thank you very much everyone. Ayan. Mag-end tayo para formal sa YouTube. Ayan. Thank you very much for being with me until the end of the presentation. Ayan. Marami na kayong points sa crop protection. Lumalabas yung po yan sila. Huwag kalimutan po yun. Ha? Don't worry about the thing. Charot. Okay. So, ayan lang for tonight. Thank you very much everyone. And later on, we will be continuing about the soil science. Okay? Bye-bye, everyone. I'll be given a new link for this.